Southern Mallee Giants report. We gave him the week off, Sammy White. It was actually important we gave him the week off, so he joins us now. G'day, Sammy. How are you?
Yeah, going well, Flo, man. Going well.
All right. Are you really? Because I heard that you went 100 minutes of hard, tough football against Warwick Eagles. You absolutely put in a great showing yourself. And then on the dance floor, you've contracted an injury that's put you out for 4 weeks.
Yeah, a bit of unfortunate circumstances, Flo, man. At the end of the night at the Black Tide Bowl, someone's tripped over on the dance floor and fell across my leg, and I've got syndesmosis now. So sort of in the process of working out how long I'm out for, but it'll be a few weeks at least. A bit unfortunate, but yeah.
Oh, so the dance floor, Dancing with the Stars, that would have been with you out on the dance floor.
No, I haven't got many moves, Flo, man. So I was tucked away at the back, but in the wrong spot at the wrong time.
Oh, tucked away at the back. Talking about backman, I was having a bit of a discussion with my good old mate, Ross Brown. And Brownie suggested that he reckons that you could have played on Taylor Walker the other day. You would have been able to keep him to less than 10 goals.
It wouldn't be that hard, would it? Yeah, I don't know what West Coast are doing. I think, it was a bit of a training drill for him.
So you reckon you'd take Taylor Walker if you had the opportunity, but not on one leg like you are now? I reckon Taylor's got more dance moves than you've got.
Yeah, no, you're not wrong. I think he'd have me pretty well covered, the big Texan.
He certainly would. Getting back to the footy, you beat the Warwick Eagles 19-14, 128 to 8-4-52. Look, it was a great win. Obviously, the Eagles are not in the same class of player personnel. Joshy Webster got going. Zach Robbins, now, he used to be in a back pocket with you back in the good old days. What's happened to Robbins? He's kicking goals from everywhere.
Yeah, he doesn't talk to me anymore, Flo, man. Now he's moved up forward and getting his name in the paper. I haven't heard from him since he moved. So, no, he's been playing some good footy, Zach. He's over the years he's been thrown up forward, and you always know he can kick a bag. He's a great mark and a pretty reliable kick, so it's good to see him getting some reward.
And Coleman, did he handball off any goals, or did he just go for them himself?
You wouldn't believe it, Flo, man. Both his goals were on his opposite foot, on his right foot.
Yeah.
Kicked it better than his left foot, which isn't hard, but so he might have been kicking his whole career on the wrong side of his body, I think. But Coleman was good. He's starting to find his form again and find his feet, and it's the right time of year to be doing it.
I reckon Billy Lloyd got going. Makicha Ratamua Anas was also very good. Robbins, Shaq, Nelson and Sam Waddell. Hey, they tell me that half the side's flown out overseas. Timmy Sanford, Benny Webster, Sammy Waddell, they've all gone on holidays. Did you get away for the long weekend?
Yeah, a lot of the teams are all jetting off. Tim Sanford's heading over to Europe. Ben Webster's going over to London for a couple of years, and Sam Waddell's going to Central America. So a few getting away. I was lucky enough to get up to the Gold Coast over the long weekend, which was nice. Didn't wear a jumper all weekend. Watched one of my mates play for the Southport Sharks. And, it was a good weekend. Good to get away for a bit.
Great stuff. Well done. Even if you were on one leg for the whole time.
Yeah, it sort of wrecked me at my surfing plans. I didn't get out on the beach very much.
Good stuff, the surfing plans. Now, tell me, Lou White, he's been in pretty good form, but some people tell me he's got an unusual gait about him. Yeah,
it's funny to watch for him, man. When he gets going, he sort of tucks his arms up and runs around a bit like a T-Rex. It's odd to watch, but he's starting to find his feet.
Yeah, good old Lou. At least he's found his feet, unlike yourself on the dance floor, mate. So, but look, this has been a good performance by you blokes, and you've had to turn it around well. We'll talk about the game to come, but I want to go to the twos and find out any good dancers amongst the reserve grade, because they didn't put it out on the field on the day, but they got nailed by Warwick 9-8, 62 to 3, 21. Who danced the best out of the boys from the Southern Mallee Giants?
No, I can safely say none of the two boys have very good dance moves. No one really lit the dance floor up too well. The big fridge, he was all right out there. The flow man, he stuck the finger up a few times, but
yep.
Safe to say no one's going to be on Dancing with the Stars from that team.
So on the footy field too, they tell me he had the finger up when he was dancing there around saying he kicked 2 goals, young Jonty. But Decky Brown was pretty good. And Dan Garner, Damien Carrot, he'd have some dance moves out on the footy field.
Yeah, there's a few in there that put in some solid efforts on Saturday. Just, unfortunately, Warwick was just a bit too good, and obviously we've still got a few injuries in the seniors, so the boys are sort of scraping a bit for numbers, but hopefully this week they'll bounce back.
Yeah, Lockie McGuinness was good for the Warwick Eagles. Booted 3. Jed Koschitzky also got on the score sheet with a couple. Clint Jonathan and also Westerland was okay. Croft and also Justin Appledore in the better players for the Eagle boys. Okay, let's go now. This is what I wanted to really get to. These stars in the under-14s. I actually gave them the rev up last time you and I were on air, and I said to the boys to get out there and do it. And not only did they do it, they beat the Warwick Eagles in magnificent fashion. That was a great performance by the Giants, 7-9-51 to 3-1-19, if you do not mind, at the Hopeton Recreation Reserve. We have got a side into the top 5. The first time ever we've seen this in the time of the Southern Mallee Giants.
Yes, they're definitely given all the supporters a great reason to get to the footy early for them, man. They're showing up every week and they've finally get some reward for effort. So it's good to see them in the top 4. They're sitting 4th at the moment, I think. So great to see.
It is. Now, did Lewin get into them about the first quarter? They kicked 6 points to nothing. 6 points. I mean, surely early on they were kicking goals, but they did recover with a 5-goal third quarter.
Yes, I think Lewin would have given him a good bit of a spray. He makes sure he lets them know got to capitalise on the opportunities. And obviously they didn't on the first quarter, but like you said, we're able to turn it around, which was great to see they responded.
Oh, magnificently. Charlie Williams, he's a good player. He's kicking quite a few goals this year. He kicked another 3, and he's had 7 on the season, so it's a good effort from young Charlie to get on that score sheet regularly now, and he wasn't the only one that was getting on the score sheet. Kobe Hallam, the Kobe with an E, with a couple, Oliver Credlin and Colt Decker, one of my favourite names, he was on the fire with his goal too. And Kobe with a Y, Hallam was best player. Oliver Credlin, Spencer Williams, Maxie Roberts, one of my favourites there, and Charlie Williams and Kobe with an E, Hallam in the better players. So did you get a chance to see it, obviously, before your dance move injuries of that night? Did you get to see any of these lads, and how do you see them playing at the moment?
I was actually on the gate selling raffle tickets during the under-14s, but I was able to see Colt Decker. He took a couple of bounces and ran into goal and had a great celebration. I was able to see that. Yeah, so I sort of saw it from a distance, but the boys had it pretty well and covered by about half time. So it was just good to see him move up into that top 5.
Oh, it's great stuff, and well played to the kids. This week's matches, round 9, halfway point of the season. You blokes are coming up against the Horsham D's. Now, with yourself out with a dance floor injury, Timmy Sanford, Benny Webster and Sammy Woodell on holidays, who gets to come up into the senior side, because it's a danger game?
Yeah, it's it. So we've got Horsham Demons this week. No, they're always tough to play at home. They've always seemed to have a good young crew step up each year. But we're lucky enough to have a few back in. So Rupert Sangster, he'll be back from his hamstring. Gus McSwain will be back from his hamstring as well. We've actually picked up a new recruit, one of Liam Nelson's friends from up in Queensland. So he's going to be playing this week.
Look, this is a very, very good week for the reserves. You play the Ds. The Ds have always got a good reserve side, but it looks like some of the younger ones that you've been playing in the reserves are starting to get some form, and it'll be good to watch them, see if they can come up trumps.
Yes, I think Horsham Demons are sitting on top of the ladder by quite a bit. But yeah, like you said, some of the boys are starting to find some form. It's great to see Decky Brown running through the middle. Like Jado Cook, he's been playing well in the ruck. Now they've got a few games under their belts. Hopefully the boys can show up and have a red-hot crack.
Absolutely. They get a chance to do it against a veteran and a medalist in senior footy, Deke Roberts. I think just the benefit of, say, a Decky Brown in the middle running on a Deke Roberts is just fantastic for your footy when you're a young kid looking at a great star of the league and you're playing against him. That's a great opportunity for your younger brigade to see Deke Roberts in form.
Yes, it will be. No, Deke's he's obviously been a great player for many years now, and even playing him last year, he hadn't lost his speed. He's still very skillful. whatnot. So I'm sure Brownie and the young fellas will be able to learn a fair bit off him.
Absolutely.
Hopefully, stop a bit of his influence, but yeah, he'll definitely learn a lot.
Oh, I certainly will be. The 14-year-old and under boys. Well, here's the test, because the boys that they're playing against are the Horsham D's. Haven't been headed this year in 7 outings, so it's going to be a tough one for the Southern Mallee Giants lads on the Horsham City Oval and the early start.
Yes, exactly right. On the start, I'm looking at the Horsham Demons percentage on the ladder at the moment. It's quite high. I think they're sitting at about 1,500. So the boys will, definitely got a challenge on their hands, but they've never backed away from a good challenge. So I'm sure the boys will turn up there. The Giants supporters will turn up and cheer them on no matter what. And hopefully I can keep this run going and continue.
Yeah, love to see them do it. The Horsham D's, each time they go out to play, they virtually mercy rule everyone at the moment. That's why that percentage is at 1,500. It's just an incredible season that they are having over everyone else. But it is a good chance to get out and have a look at the City Oval, and a good chance to chat about Lou White. Is he going to be, as he gets older, they'll call him the dinosaur maybe?
Yeah, possibly. The balding T-Rex, I think, is the name that he's going to get called. He's losing hair and running around on the ground with his arms up, so it's not the greatest mix. He's lucky he's got a girlfriend, young Foeman, or else he'd be in a bit of strife, I'd say.
You can only say that about your brother. Great stuff, Sammy White. We'll look forward to having you back next week, if you're alive, that is, if Lou doesn't kill you in the meantime, but we'll catch up with you next week.
No worries. Cheers, Foeman.